Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Caitlin Mulcahy coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is Friday, May 10th, and a day H.
And I'm Quinn O'Connell at the anchor desk for the first and only time. NCHS, I'm fired up to be here with you guys today. From one more week of APs, the VPA concerts, and the Mayfair, we have some great news to catch you up on. But first, will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, Caitlin, what do we got?
Well, Quentin, while APs have been rolling through this past week, the testing schedule will continue into next week with AP Biology and Physics Mechanics on Monday, Calculus AB and BC on Tuesday, Language and Composition and Macroeconomics on Wednesday, CompGov and AP World on Thursday, and last but certainly not least, AP Latin, Microeconomics, and Computer Science on Friday. Now remember that while the AP test may be arduous, there's only 1 week left, so hang on in there.
For those still taking APs, don't worry, as you now have time to relax this weekend because it's the Mayfair. The Mayfair starts tonight at 5 p.m., ending at 10 p.m., and will run through Saturday, where it will be held at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Mayfair is a ton of fun with a huge variety of rides, games, the best tag sale east of the Mississippi, White Elephant, book sales, and more. And NCTV's own Fallon Arnone went over there to see how the setup was going. So let's cut to Fallon and take a look.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm out here outside of St. Mark's Church. We've got the Mayfair this weekend. I'm so excited. There's going to be a ton of rides. As you can see, we've got the ripcord, we've got zero gravity, the monkey cages. It's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait to show up with my friends, play some games, eat some food, and go on the rides. And I can't wait to see you all here.
Great work, Fallon, and thanks for the info. Now on to some more musical news. This past Tuesday, Mr. Fix conducted our star-studded orchestra and put on an amazing performance. Of course, NCTV was there to catch the concert, so if you weren't able to make it, don't worry because it will be airing on Channel 78 in the next few weeks. Now, as for our brass, the band and jazz ensemble will present its final concert of the year this Tuesday, May 14th at 7 p.m. in the NCHS Auditorium. Entitled Songs, Stories, and Journeys Near and Far, the concert will feature a musical potpourri of styles from around the world, straight to the moon and back. They are immediately followed on Wednesday by our choral ensemble, which performs at St. Mark's Church at 7. So make sure to enjoy the dazzling entertainment they have to offer.
Congratulations to all who killed it at the orchestra concert, and now we must congratulate another group, our May Students of the Month. These impressive students are freshmen Chloe Smith and Gabby Strader, sophomores Fiona Hickey and Miles Wheeler, juniors Kiera Finnerty and Robbie Evans, and finally, seniors Julia Tamburo and Gunnar Granito. Keep up the great work, guys. The school is proud.
Speaking of honors, another amazing distinction is being a part of the National Honor Society. Next Thursday, May 16th, 76 juniors will be inducted into the NCHS chapter of the National Honor Society. Juniors with a GPA of 92 or higher were given the opportunity to apply for a place in the society, and once submitted, were reviewed and chosen based on those who exemplified a deep-rooted and credible expression of leadership, character, and service. This is a great honor, and all inductees should be incredibly proud. Congrats.
For those seniors that did not skip today, listen up. The senior prom is only a week away, so get ready for a night in a tropical paradise filled with music, awesome food, and dancing. Ticket sales close today, so if you haven't purchased one yet, be sure to go to schoolcashonline.com to purchase yours. If you haven't selected your table yet, see Mr. Gallo in the cafeteria at lunch today to do so. Prom lasts from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. and will be at the Stanford Marriott. But the party does not stop there. Post-prom is at the Waveney House from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. and includes a slideshow, huge raffle prizes, and many more surprises. This is sure to be a great and late night.
Now, if you're looking for a great cause to support these upcoming weeks, be sure to join the class of 2020 to raise money and awareness for cystic fibrosis on May 19th at the Great Strides Walk. Walk with 30,000 Americans that suffer from this disease, along with their friends, family, doctors, and coworkers. All donations will go to making this a reality through therapies, experimental treatments, and research. To donate or sign up for the walk, check the weekly update. Hope to see you guys there. Now, as we reach the middle of May, our spring sports seasons must be close to playoffs.
Totally, Caitlin. And with that, we turn to the man himself, the great Ian Nicholas. Ian, what do you got?
Well, Quinton, all of our student athletes, including you, are gearing up for the big playoff push. I'm here to update everyone on their recent success before they head towards postseason play. I'm Ian Nicholas, and this is your Rams Sports Report. Let's kick things off with the girls on the green. Our lady golfers have been on fire this season, dominating every match so far as they look to win their third straight state championship. On Monday, they hosted Ridgefield and ended up crushing the Tigers 169 to 196. A day later, it was deja vu as they demolished the Danbury Hatters at home 166 to 254. Senior captain Megan Mitchell led the way, shooting a 40. Yesterday, they looked to keep their record at a spotless 10-0 on the road against Trumbull, and they did, a 168 to 205 dub. On Tuesday, they'll host arch rival Darien at 3:15. Keep it up, girls. Up next, the girls' tennis team came into the week hot, winning 8 of their last 9 matches, and looked to keep it up as they traveled to St. Joe's on Monday. They did just that, beating the Cadets 5-2. On Tuesday, they traveled to play an undefeated Staples team, and unfortunately, the Wreckers would stay undefeated, defeating the Rams 7-0. They looked to bounce back in their last regular season match yesterday, hosting West Hill, where they defeated the Vikings 4-3, boosting their overall record to 12-4. The girls now get a break until the 24th when states begins. Good luck, girls. Let's switch lanes over to track. Last week, the boys hosted a dual meet between Bridgeport Central and Colby Cathedral. They beat both teams, going 2-0, and had 12 first-place finishes, including senior captain Matthew Shallon placing first in both the 300-meter hurdle and the high jump. Fellow senior Nico Savini placed first in the 400-meter, and senior Nate Sibbett jumped an FCI qualifying 10 feet 6 inches in his second day ever pole vaulting. He is a natural. The boys went up to Fairfield on Tuesday to face both Ludlow and Brian McMahon, where they went 1-1, losing to Ludlow. Some standouts from this one were sophomore Dylan Imbrus, who took the first with a PR in the 800-meter, junior Henry Poley, who took first in both the javelin and the discus, and NCTV's own junior Ryan Lytell, who took third overall in both the 1600-meter and the 800-meter. Good job, guys, and good luck on Tuesday when they hit the road to play arch rival Darien. Meanwhile, girls Lax this past Saturday hosted their arch rival Darien, and despite 3 goals apiece from star junior Jane Charlton and sophomore McKenna Harden, they would fall to the Blue Wave 11-10, and they looked to turn it around Tuesday against Bronxville, and they did just that, winning 12-7. 3 goals apiece were scored by senior Campbell Connors, as well as a pair of freshmen in Kaylee Harden and Dylan Patton. Last night was senior night for the Rams, and they hosted Norwalk, and they absolutely smoked them, winning 16-5 and boosting their record to 12-3. Senior goalie Caroline O'Day came out of the net to play attack and scored 2 unbelievable goals. Good job, Caroline. The girls are at home yet again tomorrow versus Greenwich at noon, so get out to support the girls. Meanwhile, the guys in their 5-game win streak traveled to Fairfield Prep on Saturday, where they extend that streak to 6 after a hard-fought battle with the Cadets. Score 15-12. They trailed 5-1 at the end of the first, but they took charge after that, scoring multiple times, including 4 second-half goals from senior attackman Teddy Mangus. The boys were back on the road yet again yesterday versus West Hill, dominating them 16-2. Now, don't forget to show up to the boys' most anticipated game of the year tomorrow up against arch rival Darien right here at Dunning Field at 3 p.m. If you can't make it, I'll be on the call as NCTV is live streaming the game on YouTube. Finally, to the real sport at NCHS, the always fun 9th and 10th grade volleyball tournament was Wednesday, and you know NCTV was there to film the big final matchup between Team Rashad and Team Leggy, so let's roll the tape. It's a single-set game. First to 25 wins it. Early on, sophomore Chloe Adams serves it up for Team Rashad, but freshman Mark DiGatano slams it back down to earth for the Leggy point. Just a few moments later, DiCatano spikes it a second time, and sophomore Johnny Wise can't nail it behind the back. However, Team Rashad would go on a run in the middle of the game thanks to this miraculous save from the man himself, sophomore Andrew Rashad, right off the net. This rally would continue for some time until a pass from Wise is saved from going out of bounds by the wrong team. Team Leggy is now facing elimination down 24-15, but they'd start a run of their own after this beaut from Winston Prescott. They'd come back to make it a 4-point game, but this miss from freshman Carter Connors guarantees the win for Team Rashad. Score 25-20. You sure made Mr. Silvestri proud if you could have spotted him gloating in the background. Now, before I go, quick shout out to some of the girl track stars, as the team of junior Sophie Curcio, NCTV's own Molly Murphy, and freshmen Zoe Bennett and Lauren Doherty placed first in the distance medley relay at the annual Glen Lux Games yesterday. They were just 4 seconds shy of qualifying for nationals. And after a performance like that, this group of runners deserves to be Rams of the Week. Congrats to you all. That's all I have for this week, NCHS. Make sure to get out and watch some lacrosse tomorrow right here at Dunning Stadium, starting at noon with the girls and 3 p.m. with the guys. Also, a quick shout out to Bruce Beck, our favorite sports broadcaster, who came to the studio today and watched us live. We appreciate you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to watch us. I'll see you next time, NCHS, but for now, let's send it back to Quentin and Caitlin.
Thanks, Ian. And now to see if the weather will hold up for the games this weekend and the Mayfair, let's head on over to my little bro, Dennis Mulcahy. Dennis, how are you?
Thanks, Caitlin. You know, I've got to say it's really nice being back in the studio with you and Quentin for the first time. Now, this weekend, we sure have a lot of events going on with the Mayfair, the big lax showdown tomorrow, and most importantly, Mother's Day on Sunday. Now, for this weekend, you'll definitely want to know how the weather will hold up, so I'm here to report it. Good morning, NCHS. I'm Dennis Mulcahy here with this weekend's weather. Now, this morning we sure got a bit of a rinse, but things should dry out as the day is mostly cloudy. By 4, things will definitely be dry for the Mayfair and plenty of rides on Alibaba before it closes at 10. You might encounter a few showers at 9 o'clock on, but nothing to worry about so long as you bring a jacket. Moving on to Saturday, it's the pick of the week weather-wise, and what better timing as the boys take on arch rival Darien at 3. You'll see clouds when you first wake up, but the sun will break through, giving us cool temps in the 60s while everyone takes witness to the battle at Dunning. NCTV will be live streaming the event, so if you can't be there, make sure to tune in. As for Sunday, Mother's Day, unfortunately, Mother Nature herself doesn't hold out. We'll have clouds and rain throughout the day with temps staying below 50 degrees. So instead of a Mother's Day picnic, a nice family game of Monopoly might be more realistic. Taking a peek into next week, this cold, rainy weather looks to continue into Monday and Tuesday. So please, make sure to soak up the sun on Saturday. That's all I've got for you, NCHS. You stay frosty. Back to you, Caitlin and Q.
Thanks, Dennis. Now, before we go, we would like to wish a very happy birthday to NCTV's own Henry Benton and our favorite secretary, Mrs. Pescatello. If you have any announcements, be sure to email us at nctv78@gmail.com a week before the Friday broadcast. This has been Quentin O'Connell.
And I'm Caitlin Mulcahy. We leave you now with a sneak peek from Tuesday's orchestra concert. Have a great weekend, and you stay classy, New Canaan.